But whatever the case, Kenya might not be there for long anyway. Child. I done already told y'all about the eviction that her landlord filed. Also, her landlord filed to push up the time to kick her out. Honey, they said we don't want 30 days. We want her out in 14 days. And that was about what? 8 days ago? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kenya got 6 more days in the spa. Kenya, I'm not even in town, but I'm going to have somebody go by there and see if Kenya's dresses are on the curb. Okay. Now, it's interesting because a lot of people, shout out to Radiance, shout out to Lipstick Alley, shout out to all the people. A lot of people have been keeping their eye on this eviction. And hold on. It was some good reading, y'all. They had sent all the damn eviction paperwork over. Hold on. And in the eviction paperwork was the lease. Kenya signed a 10-year lease. And in that 10-year lease, her landlord agreed to pay her $70-something thousand approved improvement allowance. Now, in Georgia, the improvement allowance normally goes directly to the contractors who do the work. And even if it does not go to the contractor, the actual person who is leasing the place and does the work has to provide the owner with a certificate of occupancy saying that, you know, the work has been done, it is in code, and it is able to be used for the intended purpose it is to be used for. Well, apparently, according to the documents, Kenya has not supplied the landlord any of those documents in order to get paid the TIA. And because it's been over 2 years, all of a sudden, after she got indefinitely suspended, aka fired, Kenya chose to stop paying rent. Now, Kenya stopped paying rent in December of 2024, and she has not paid to date. Now, Kenya, why must you be this way, Kenya? Let's look at this lease together, child. You said y'all don't believe the landlord? Child, I believe all the landlords. I was a landlord, and listen, my tenant lied on me. Now, let's not go down the Junkie Dineva rabbit hole now. Tenants do be lying. So after Kenya stopped paying the rent, you do realize in Georgia, that means that the landlord can terminate the lease. She had a 10-year lease. She stopped paying the rent over 6 months ago, 7, 8 months ago now. And now the landlord says she is a tenant in suffrage, which means she is holding over despite there not being a contract anymore because she has violated the terms of the lease, i.e. stop paying the rent, and they want their property back. Now, Kenya is claiming that, you know, they owe her money, but the landlord is saying, well, since you stop paying rent, though, you got to give us our property back. Okay, and anything else you want to fight for, you can fight for it over there on the curb. On the curb. Okay, now hold on. We're gonna look at the lease. There it goes. Lease. This is the lease, honey, that Kenya Moore signed. Okay, and apparently, when Kenya signed this lease, there was a lot of things that she did not do. And the crazy thing is, it was the landlord who entered this lease into the courts. Okay, it was not Kenya. So the landlord actually supplying the court with a copy of the lease and pointing out that Kenya did not follow certain terms within the lease. It's to me looking like the landlord might feel like they got a stronger case. Okay, the landlord has filed several documents on the 28th. You remember I came on the 28th and told y'all about some of them, and one of them in particular was this document where the landlord was asking for her to compel rent into the registry. Okay. Remember, Kenya now owes about over $40,000 in rent because she has paid absolutely positively nothing. Okay. And in not paying anything, she hasn't even paid it into escrow. So if you're going to ask the court for a counterclaim and say, okay, well, they owe me money too. Well, where's the rent? You can't just stop paying rent, because as a landlord, you cannot just stay in somebody's property, commercial or personal, without paying anything. That makes absolutely positively no sense, because at some point you are a squatter. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you think the landlord owes you. What they owe you is not the rent. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know, for the people out there who are still on Kenya's job saying that Kenya deserves to stay inside that property. No, she does not. The day she decided that she was going to withhold that rent, the month she decided that she wasn't going to pay her landlord the monthly rent, that was when the lease was broken. When the lease was broken, the landlord filed an eviction in April. They gave her months. She stopped paying in December. They filed at the end of April and said that Kenya is a tenant in suffrage. She is holding over. There is no lease. There is no contract. And now she got to get the heck out. In addition to Kenya having to get the heck out, Kenya has been using the property for everything but what she was supposed to be using the property for. Like I have told y'all, I have not lied to y'all. People in the building has not lied to y'all. The people next door in the nail shop has not lied to y'all. They have told you every month that Kenya's space was empty, lights off, padlock on the door. There was no comings and going. The U.S. Sun even told y'all, I'm going to pull up the U.S. Sun, since y'all say the black people be dragging Kenya. What about, hold on. The U.S. Sun even said that Kenya's thing was abandoned and closed. Hold on, U.S. Sun. Here it is right here. And they never retracted it. They never retracted it. Okay, hold on. Y'all said it was wrong. Kenya said it was wrong when the Jasmine brand reposted what the U.S. Sun said after I had been saying it for months. The U.S. Sun said it. They camped out for 2 days. This was May 6, 2025. Okay, they camped out. They showed it. They proved there wasn't nobody in there. There was no coming and going. On April 30th and May 1st, the Kenya Moore hair spa was locked up, and no stylists, clients, or administrators entered or exited. Like, they even went to the door and showed the inside. It was just like this. Nothing was there. It was sticks and grass, like Phaedra and Sheree said about Chateau Sheree. It was sticks and grass. Nothing was there. Okay, nothing. And so they haven't retracted this. Okay, if Kenya had been doing business, if there was any sign of Kenya doing business at this time, if they had lied on Kenya about Kenya's salon not being open, do you not think that Kenya would have filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Sun and got her some money and did something? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, who was lying on Kenya? I don't know. Is the people in the building lying on Kenya? Am I lying on Kenya? Why is everybody constantly trying to drag me talking about I'm lying on Kenya? I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, I'm not sending my stuff to the shade room. I'm not having no other blogs reposted. I'm not posting it all over Instagram. I'm over here in my whole little bubble, okay, telling my squad members the Atlanta tea. And the people get mad. I don't know, because they know I'm telling the truth. So the landlord is pissed off because Kenya has not been using the spa for its intended use. Okay, the spa actually has been in existence since 2023. When was this lease signed? But I believe it was in 2023. And again, Kenya, hold on, what did it say? Landlord's contribution shall be payable by landlord to tenant or at landlord's election directly to tenant's contractor. Now, remember what I told you: when you get a TIA, the landlord pays the contractor. The landlord doesn't pay the tenant directly, because they want to know what work is being done on my property. It's my property. Okay, it is my property. How is it that you think you can get work done on my property without me approving the work? Okay, I gotta approve the work that's being done on my property, not you. I own this, not you. So according to the lease, as you can see, landlord's contribution shall be payable by landlord to tenants or at landlord's election directly to tenant's contractor within 45 days after the final completion in a manner satisfactory to landlord's architect, receipt of certificate of occupancy, and tenant opening for business to the general public in the premises. Now, all three of those things probably didn't happen. Where is the certificate of occupancy? When did you actually open for business? Like, there's no proof that you was ever open for business. Besides, you put dresses in the dang window saying that you was gonna have auctions, saying that you was a thrift store, selling used shoes, doing a content creation space, doing videos in the corner, but nowhere was she doing hair till this week, till it's time for you to get put out, till it's time for you to go to court. Now, all of a sudden, you doing content, you putting all this stuff online, trying to show everybody that your business is running, but it wasn't, okay? It wasn't. We've been watching, Kenya. Okay, shout out to Rosiah. Hey, Rosiah. I hope I'm saying that right. She said, from one Leo to a Leo, it is about to be my earth strong. I'm in great health. Thanks, Jehovah God. Amen, amen, amen. Team Leo. We are August Leos. We are in the building, honey. Jenny said, Michelle, why are you always in a why me state of mind? It doesn't suit you. What how am I in a why me state of mind? We is reading court documents, Jenny. Why are you in a why me state of mind? Why you, honey? Yes, child, a 10-year lease. And I don't know if Kenya stopped paying the rent to break the lease. Maybe she decided she didn't want to pay it no more because she wasn't getting no clients. I don't know. But she broke it. So now she gotta go. Now let me see what else to say. Here it is. Here's the landlord's right to terminate. Okay, the landlord has an election to give the tenant written notice of his election to terminate the lease on a date specified in such notice. Upon giving of such notice, the lease shall terminate, and the estate hereby granted shall expire and terminate on such date as fully and completely. So listen, the landlord already said he terminated his lease. The landlord already said you're a tenant in suffrage. The landlord already said there's no contract. Okay, here's another one. In the event tenant shall cease to operate its business in the premises for more than 90 consecutive days. Now, we know Kenya might have been closed for more than 90 days. We know that. Landlord shall have the right at any time thereafter, for as long as tenant's cessation to operate is still in effect, to terminate this lease by giving tenant 30 days written notice. Now, I don't know, Kenya. I don't know. Kenya, I don't know, Kenya. These are the court documents, Kenya. This is what the court document says, the rules and the regulations, Kenya, and the fair market value of the work that you did, Kenya. And they're saying, what your rent was, Kenya. Okay, and your rent was to go up every year, Kenya. We see all of that, Kenya. So I don't know if you're gonna be there, but let me know if you still gonna be selling dresses. And then Kenya said she was gonna have an auction. Then she said it was too many people inquiring about the auction. So then she said instead of doing the auction, she was gonna do it by invite only, and then the funds was gonna go to charity. And she never did that either. So Kenya's full of shit. That's it. That's all. Kenya's full of shit. I just thought I'd tell y'all that. You said Kenya better pack up her stuff. I don't know, but hold on. Kenya has been doing work though. People said I wasn't gonna show it. Let me see. Kenya been doing work. Let me see. Let me go over here and see Instagram. Let me see Kenya. Let me see if I can see it. Yeah, Kenya been over here doing work, child. She got some people. This one lady paid $25 for a weave. Okay, y'all remember when Kenya used to talk about everybody else's weave, like she don't do weave. She got this lady right here. Okay, she came and got a quick weave from Sabrina, and they supplied the hair off for $25. It's giving me, and this is no shade, for real, it's giving me that Kenya wants to show that she's doing business. So she's doing business for the minimum amount of money to make it seem like her lease isn't broken. She's actually doing hair in the salon. But I don't know that she is. You said the lease says she can't have auctions. Oh, I skipped that part. I didn't read it. Well, I guess that's why she didn't auction, because the lease says she can't have auctions. Kenya, why you got them dresses in front of them people place and you supposed to be doing hair? I said that was crazy from the get. Like, literally, don't nobody, they're supposed to be a luxury hair spa. That is what the landlord signed up for. And then you drive by there and you got dresses in the front of the window. Like, girl, like, what? I don't understand what is happening. But hold on, we're gonna look at the lady hair. Hold on. I can't play the music. There go the lady hair. Okay, she's cute. She's nice. Okay, look at her. Okay, we see her. She look at her. She got like about 4B, 4C hair. Okay, she got about 4B, 4C hair. Okay, because Kenya said she don't do 4C, honey. She got about 4B, 4A or 4B. Mm-hmm. And then she got the yaki hair put in. She got the yaki hair put in. And they left out a little leave out for the part. Look at that. Okay, left a little gray to make it look a little natural, I guess. I don't like it. The lady is beautiful, but I don't like the hair. I don't like it. You said you can sell clothes in the beauty shop. You can. Is that what they do? Can't have a live auction. Oh, I don't know. Not free Kenya. I'm just here to deliver the news. Hold on. And then what else did Kenya do? Hold on. Did she do something else? Let me go see. Kenya Moore hair spa. Let me go see what she doing. Did she do something else? What is this? Your wig might be killing you. Why she's Kenya posting stuff about wigs now. So I guess, Kenya posted this on her hair spa. I don't know what this means. Y'all tell me what this means.
Braiding hair brands, and 100%, 10 out of 10 actually tested positive for carcinogens.
Child, now, she got a new service, y'all. She got a new service. She is doing where it go? She is doing, hold on, I gotta turn the music off. She is doing, it said now introducing braiding. Kenya is braiding hair for $85. It includes a head massage, a hair steam, a deep conditioner. Child, she got that one girl doing all this work. I hope she is paying you, Sabrina. I hope she is paying you, Sabrina. But they braiding the men's hair. They doing braid downs. Gentlemen, if you want to go get your hair braided, they doing everybody hair. I just don't like Kenya. I don't have nothing against Kenya. I don't know that lady. What she talking about? But yeah, go get your hair braided. Y'all go listen. I don't know how many $25 and $85 hairstyles that Kenya can do to get the $44,000 that she needs to pay into the court registry in 6 days. But y'all need to go up there so that Kenya can get her money up so she can pay it so she won't get put out. Or, I don't know. But anyway, I'm digressing. You said Kenya should have been doing all that from the beginning. Did I not say that? Did I not tell Team Twirl they needed to go to Sally's and buy her products, even though they was on the bottom of the shelf and on their way out? They need to go to CVS and buy Kenya Moore hair care products. They need to go to the Kenya Moore hair spa and get their hair done. Now she got the men. Y'all need to go get y'all hair braided. Okay, listen. Are the people licensed? I don't know nothing about that lady. I just know she has one stylist in there, and she has two other stylists that do other people's hair and have their own places elsewhere. And y'all can go over to Kenya Moore. What is it? Kenya Moore Hair Spa on Google and go to her gloss thingamajigga and go ahead and book your service, child. But for every service, she requires a hefty deposit, non-refundable. He said, Michelle, go over there. I will not. Kenya already discriminated against 4C hair. Why would I give her my money? Why? She already told me she don't want me to. I don't need that. And for me, it's like, again, the only services Kenya offers for my type of hair is a silk press or weave. I don't want a silk press or weave. So there's that. Y'all should go get y'all hair done. I ain't gonna be no test tube dummy for y'all. Not me. Not me. Y'all better do it. I tried. When I had weave in my hair, I went and the doors was locked. Don't let me go back. Okay. Don't let me go. Don't let me go in the archives. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go over here. When I had weave, I made an appointment. Hold on. Here you go right here. Where the valet at? Oh, they oh no. The doors ain't open. Ain't nobody in there. Wait a minute. Let me go. Let me go pull up. Okay. I'm just saying. Let me go. Let me go see. Josh, you want to hold the phone while I go see?
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's really nice.
When I was thinking about going to get my hair done, the door's
nice
locked.
in there.
Is it open?
No, ain't nobody in there.
How come I have my appointment?
You got a lockbox on your door.
Hold on. The door was locked. The door was locked. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Was it a part two? This was when I made the appointment right here. Hold on. Oh, it's got the same phone number.
Yeah.
Got the address. It's in Chambly. Where the staff at?
Who hang out with
professionals?
No, go back. Like there's a tiny tab like right under where it says book now.
Oh, right here. Okay. So that was when I made my appointment. But listen, you said, did I get my deposit back? No, here's the thing. At the time, there was no deposit. I believe because I did that, she required a deposit. Now, I only made one appointment. She was not there for the appointment. Then after that, you're going to start charging deposits? Like, that didn't make sense. That's like, you don't want customers. You don't want clients, and you don't want people to book your services. Now, don't act like I ain't got no money. I got money. You said Michelle just don't have any old receipts. She had personal receipts. These is my receipts. I did it. I went. I saw myself. And then in our vlog, if you go to Patreon, you may have saw this 2 weeks ago. In our vlog, let me see if I can I pull up the vlog, y'all? I posted it on here too, didn't I? Did I post the vlog over here too? I'll just share a little bit of it in the vlog that I posted on members only. Okay. In my vlog that I posted on members only, not that one, but see, you have to be a members only in tier 2. You can see all the vlogs. Okay. Here is, this is when I was going, this was Saturday the 26th. And I had a lunch date, and Josh was here then. Y'all talk about Josh on them. Josh was right there. Look. Where you at? You can't see. Okay, I'm gonna show you the whole thing. But listen. Y'all talk about stalking. Okay. I was driving down the street on my way to the crab restaurant that happened to be around the corner from Kenya Moore Hair Spa. And look what had happened. Kenya Moore Hair Spa. They just scraped the name and the number off the door. I don't know if the landlord did it or if Kenya did it, but it is not there no more. Okay. So I had just pulled up down, and apparently Kenya seems to think that I am stalking her business, but I don't know how a person would stalk a business if the business is public and is listed as open to the public. How would a business be stalked?
Right here.
Yeah. So we can see the hold on. Okay, we can see it. Okay. And now we need to see the door. Make sure you get the door. What's in the door? They open. Oh, they doing.
Girl, they doing handy, girl.
But they ain't nothing on the door though.
Ain't nothing in the door, but
should we go in and ask a question?
You can go in and say, hey, I'm Michelle.
I'm scared.
Girl, they doing hair. I know that's right. Yes.
Can they see us? They can't see us.
I don't know if they can see us. No, I'm so busy talking to you.
Yes.
Y'all in there doing hair? In there doing hair. They said they could let me.
Well, that was the vlog. They was in there doing hair, and there was some more to the vlog. So if you want to see it, it's over there. But yeah, honey, Kenya has started doing hair in the final hours, in the final 2 weeks that she will be residing in Kenya Moore Hair Spa. She's over there doing hair. So I suggest you go put your deposit down, but not if you got 4C hair. If you got 4C hair, go somewhere else. If you got overly coarse hair, I wouldn't risk it. Because she said, listen, if she can't do a blow dry on 4C coarse hair, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't do it.